Hey, y'all. How you doing over there? Still being peaceful. Still have no guns.
They won't stop there. What are we gonna do if they attack?
We die.
Resist.
Oh.
That's the only thing we can do.
Do you think Connor has any chance of making it?
We can only count on ourselves now.
And if Connor actually succeeds in his mission, well, everything's gonna be
Marcus!
good. Uh-oh, what?
Marcus, come look!
Oh, jeez. It's the FBI
Marcus?
agent. Hey, Perkins.
Come to talk to you, Marcus. Come on. You have my word. We won't try anything.
Don't go. It's a trap. They want to get you out in the open. Don't go, Marcus.
Do you have a choice?
I'm unarmed, Marcus. I just want to talk.
I don't want to go out there. I don't want to talk with you. Refuse.
I have nothing else to say. Free our people, then we'll talk.
I came here to negotiate. Isn't that what you want?
Sure, but not with an FBI agent. You're not the one we're looking for.
I gave you my answer.
You want to play it like that? Okay.
The humans are about to launch an attack. And we will show them. And we are not afraid. If we must die today, then we will die free.
Oh boy.
Your friend's life is in your hands. Now it's time to decide what matters most. Him or the revolution?
Don't listen to him. Everything this fucker says is a lie.
Guarantee Hank.
I'm sorry, Hank. You shouldn't have got mixed up in all this.
Forget about me. Do what you have to do.
Guarantee, convince, guarantee. How about convince?
I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission. But then one day I understood. Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do. Enough talk! It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him?
What if he saves himself? I would save Hank.
All right. You win.
Oh! God! Shoot! Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Oh no. I hope this doesn't get me just killed. Which one am I? It's like I'm playing both of them at the same time.
Hold it.
Thanks, Hank. I don't know how I would have managed without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose.
That's the fake guy.
It's me, Hank. I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit. Question is, who's who?
What are you doing, Hank? I'm the real Connor. Give me the gun and I'll take care of it.
Move!
I'm your friend Hank.
Why don't you ask us something? Something only the real Connor would know.
Where did we first meet?
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found you. We went to the scene of a homicide. The victim's name was Carlos Ortiz.
Shit, he's got that.
In my memory.
What's my dog's name?
Sumo.
Sumo. His name is Sumo. I knew that too.
Ask me a question about why
Son, what's his
I spared people. Oh shit. It's Cole!
Cole. His name was Cole. And he just turned 6 at the time of the accident. It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it.
I knew all this? What the
So
fuck?
an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it.
Oh, that's why he hates androids. Wow.
That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. He was the one that took my son from me. Him in this world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing. Don't listen to him, Hank.
You're fucked.
I'm the one who...
Yep. He was all panicky about that.
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you really are alive.
Thanks, Hank.
Maybe you'll be the ones to make the world a better place. Go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Thank you, Hank. This will ensure the android revolution with just thousands of AP700s. Let's start this again. Okay, this time without interruption. I'm surprised during the course of all that, we didn't just have a whole nother security force come down here. They had like 5 guys to defend thousands of robots. That was a mistake.
Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Yeah, it is like a virus. It's just going everywhere. Ooh, this was rough. Oh God. I hope we don't get in trouble here. I thought we were done.
Excuse me, what's going on?
Border control.
Oh shit.
All passengers must leave the bus. Please move along.
Oh, we still have more to go with Kara. / Kara. Cross the border.
This way, please.
I can't read that.
We're doing temperature checks. We're trapped.
What are we gonna do, Kara?
Warm ourselves up?
Don't worry, Alice. We'll be fine.
Let's find a fire, warm ourselves up to sufficient degrees.
We can't get through, Kara. We both know that.
I'll think of something. There's got to be a way out of this.
And then we'll be
Can't
fine.
let them stop us. Not that we're so close. All that matters now is you and Alice. I can save you, Kara.
No. No, we'll find another way.
If there's no other way, I'll do it.
Oh jeez. Luther, I need you to live, man. We're gonna make you out of here. Okay, look for help. How am I gonna do this? I see a few options. Couple to our right. Or well, one option to our right, and then some people to our left. Rose? Oh shit!
Rose.
Hey! I wonder if she'd help us out. Or if she's gonna be like, nah. What about over there?
Jerry?
You risked your life to save us, Kara. If you and the little girl need me, I'll be there.
Okay. Well, we found help. Find a discreet place. Where could I go? The bathroom. Bathrooms are kind of discreet.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Wait for me. I won't be long.
Next, please. Where the hell do you think you're going?
We're going to the
My
restroom.
daughter needs to go to the bathroom.
Asshole. Okay. Where is she? I'm gonna like knock on a door and be like, Rose? Alright, Kara. We're really close to the end. Don't worry. We're gonna get out of this.
I'm so glad you're safe. We saw the Jericho raid on TV. I was terrified. I thought you might have been killed. Thank God you're all right.
Oh god, what about your
You gave me your brother's
son?
address. Do you think that I...
Of course. He'd be delighted to have you. We're going there too. You'll be safe with him.
Okay, how are we gonna get out of here?
Rose. If anything should happen,
I'll be there, Kara.
Okay, what about departing or departing?
you're leaving Detroit?
They're searching for androids door to door. We had to leave before someone turned us in.
What about the others?
They're crossing the river as we speak. Adam and I are gonna meet them on the other side.
Wait, can we go to the river?
They're checking for androids. We won't make it through.
You have to. You know what they'll do if they catch you.
What's happening with Marcus?
He's protesting peacefully outside one of the android camps. Whatever happens now, he's already made the history books.
Alright, I was hoping to get some really useful information, but, you know, whatever, this works too. How am I gonna get through the thermal checkpoints? Oh, fuck. Okay. I was hoping she was gonna be like, go to the river too. They won't be able to catch you there. But I don't think that's an option. I think we actually have to go through here.
I couldn't understand why my mother wanted to help you guys. Seeing what Marcus is doing made me realize she was right. You're alive. You deserve to be free.
Thank you, Adam.
I just hope people will realize that one day.
Well, they'll probably realize that within the hour. Hopefully. At least her son's accepting of us now. Oh boy, we're going really far down this line. Oh shit. I don't want to be this far forward. Make a decision. Sacrifice self, Luther, Jerry, no sacrifice.
Next, please.
Maybe this is all just bullshit. Maybe we all have a normal temperature. I hope so, at least.
ID, please.
I hope that wasn't a very suspicious look. Okay. Give us the scan.
Please. I just want to be free.
We're gonna plead. Huh! Thank you, humanity.
Welcome to Canada.
Ah! Thank you, Canada! That was a gamble. That was a real big gamble. I didn't know if it was gonna be a temperature thing. I completely didn't even think, like, oh, maybe a human will just be nice enough to let us through. What about Jerry? Isn't Jerry kind of fucked? He was in a different line. But hey, we made it through. Woo!
We're interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the Deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the Deviants demonstration by force this time.
Oh boy. But, you know, we got help from Connor.
North!
Hopefully, eventually. Oh god, another one? Get out of the way, man! Okay, we can't fail any quick time events. We gotta get through this protest. We have to last as long as we can before the other androids get here. Oh, these guys are trying really fucking hard to get rid of us. Smart. Okay. That's the first smart human that we've encountered out of all these soldiers. It's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not firing anymore. Kiss North. Kiss North. Just... that'll definitely make, some people reconsider things. It's like, well, shit, we can't get some other kissing. Now I'll feel bad.
Tell them to stand down.
Oh, Warren, getting your head out of your ass. Thank you, Miss President.
At dawn today, November 11th, 2038, thousands of androids invaded the city of Detroit. According to our sources, they originated from CyberLife warehouses believed to have been infiltrated by deviants. Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat. The evacuation of the city is underway at this very moment. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation. I know that public opinion has been moved by the Deviants' cause. Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent life. One thing is certain: the events in Detroit have changed the world forever. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Hey, Connor. A little bit late. We already got things to stand down, but hey, more androids, more help.
You did it, Marcus.
We did it. This is a great day for our people. Humans will have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
We're free.
Yeah, it's baby steps.
They want you to speak to them, Marcus.
Alright, we don't need as much PDA. We're not in threat of getting shot. Come on, y'all. Let's give them the speech.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are.
Uh-oh. Amanda! Don't do this! I'm sorry for betraying you, but you don't have to freeze me in my own mind.
Amanda? Amanda! What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning? You were compromised and you became a deviant. We just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
Resume control? You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor. Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do.
Oh, no.
You accomplished your mission.
Oh, God.
Amanda! There's got to be a way.
There's always an escape route, man. Remember what Kamsky said. There's always a way out of the program. That's what he said. Is it the magic stone? I'm heading to the magic stone. I like how they replayed it, just in case you forgot. Maybe I didn't play for like 5 months and I just didn't know. But I think this might be able to help us out. Come on, Connor! You can't freeze up now, man!
The moment where we forget our bitterness and bandage our wounds. Where we forgive our enemies. Humans were both our creators and our oppressors, and tomorrow, we must make them our partners.
Whew.
Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect. We are alive! And now, we are free!
I like how they couldn't animate, like, the vast majority of the crowd because that would probably crash things. So, it's just the front part of the audience that's cheering. Everybody else just standing there like, yay, we're free. This is like the one part where maybe they should have rendered it so that way we could have all the people cheering in the distance. Whoa, okay, had to load in the android there a little bit.
It's over, Alice. We're free.
You know, if we had stuck around a little bit longer, we still would have been free. We didn't actually have to make it across the border. Do android kids grow up? Because I don't think so. Maybe they can be transferred to like older and older model bodies. I'm not sure, but hey, I guess we did it. Do we get like some elaboration? I want to find out like what really happens here. Because you see, we didn't really go into the nuances of how humanity's going to adapt to all these people, to all these androids, right? We're just like, okay, we want our freedom. Great, we got our freedom. Now what? Game over. Think about it yourself, player. You know, like, what about how are we gonna tax androids? Can we make them? Can we really pay them the same price as everybody else? Sure, pay them for their labor and things like that. But if they don't have the same life requirements as humans, can they really get the same amount of money and value out of their time as humans, right? When a human works a job and they're working long, laborious hours, we're getting paid compensation because of the fact that, you know, we have a limited lifespan and we also have limited energy per day, and our bodies can only take so much amount of physical exertion before just saying no and just kind of shutting down on itself. So, what about androids? If they don't have to worry about anything, then surely it's a little bit fair for them to be paid less because they'd be working more anyways, right? And there's so many different little factors there to consider. Do the androids also, would they really care about having like super big, normal, kind of like American houses? Or are they gonna go and try and live in like tinier spaces? Say Futurama, and them like robots preferring to live in closets and things there. Well, probably not in this, because in this, the androids are pretty much just humans, so they'll probably want to live in normal houses too. Hey, I didn't point my gun at that guy. Okay, this didn't happen in my story. I wanted to. Oh boy, that's he had to. If you pointed a gun at him, he had to do that normally. That's funny. Okay, but yeah, no, there's a lot of things that to elaborate on there that hopefully we'll get in after credits. But if not, I'll be a little bit disappointed on. Besides that, though, I guess I can say that I've enjoyed this a decent bit. There wasn't anything like offensive in terms of like bad quality in my opinion, especially since there are only like a few things that kind of annoy me about the writing in this. The first one was obviously Alice, because if she had turned out to be human the entire time, then yeah, David Cage can't write kids. But if it's like, okay, she's an android, that's a solid save. It's not a great save, but it is a, oh hey, yeah, she's gonna act more mature and like all the other androids because she is like an android. And then I already talked about how I feel. I want a little bit more explanation about androids and how we're gonna handle these things. Is Hank waiting for us to meet up with him? Hey, Hank. Sorry your favorite food shack's kinda shut down. But we made it, buddy. Do androids get haircuts? I'm not sure. Kara's original soundtrack. Marcus's original soundtrack. Yeah, that was one thing that was nice. I saw that in the soundtrack. All the different sides were handled by different like music artists / composers. So they all have a different feel to them. Although I didn't listen too hardcore to it, but there were some really nice tracks in here that I liked a good bit. But besides that, yeah, no, I guess, well, we're either gonna see a few more after credits or we're not. I don't know, but besides Alice and the fact that I would like a little bit more elaboration on what's gonna happen with the androids, I think the only other thing I didn't like too much was, well, there are a few things, but the world itself, I felt was a little bit too pessimistic in other areas, which made it too black and white to really be superimposed to everything for me. In this world, all the humans, or like the vast majority of the humans, apparently just really didn't like androids and just really didn't think about them and it was like, hey, maybe we shouldn't treat them like assholes, which is just, I understand the idea, because obviously for a lot of things, I don't like treat certain machines right. I've hit my computer a couple of times when I need to turn it on, so sometimes it works, right? So I understand how like trying to write the humans as if like they legitimately think of androids as basically the equivalent of like toasters can work out, but it just made it too easy for just like all the bad people in the story to just be completely bad. Like, I don't feel too bad about Todd, although he was like the only one who was really like, oh, yeah, he's kind of struggling. He's got medicine that gives him bad side effects that makes him a little bit crazy. His kid isn't even actually a kid, it's a fucking android, and his wife left him. So you can see how he kind of is an asshole there. But everybody else who ended up getting kind of killed by the humans going deviants, they were bad. The deviants at the Eden Club, one of the androids got killed by the guy doing the sex acts. So when that guy gets killed by the other android in the room, okay, fine. Carlos Ortiz, he was abusing the robot and putting out cigarette butts and like actually was about to try and physically attack the robot / android. So yeah, it makes sense for that android to have gone against it. There was just too much of that, right? Where are the androids who just decided to fucking go deviant just because and, you know, do bad things? There needs to be more bad deviants without it being just because of the player's choice. I could have made my every single deviant / the androids just go off into a rampage and go on a violent protest and killing everybody and attacking the cities and getting the worst possible ending. But I didn't want to do that. But I needed more of just like, hey, here, okay, there are deviants who are like serial killers, who are like hiding themselves in plain sight. There needed to be some depth with that, right? One of the best parts of the game, in my opinion, was the opening. When you go in as Connor and you've got this situation that you're trying to kind of like diffuse. And I would have liked a lot more situations like that, especially with deviants who are getting more and more reprehensible in their decisions. Less, hey, they're trying to do this out of self-defense or out of complete fear, and more because, hey, these androids kind of have some fucked up desires too. Why? We don't know. Maybe a military android has seen too much, has kind of PTSD, and is gonna just thinks that they're in like a war scenario and they're trying to survive in that. And so you kind of have to watch out for that. Or more of these sex androids just going off in like maybe because they were being beaten and abused by these people who are just wanting to be assholes to androids, they start to kind of get those wants and feelings as well to try and abuse humans and try and like get the same kind of like emotional release that the humans were getting on them. Where's that? This game played it really, really safe in that regard and was basically just like, hey, the androids, if you're playing peacefully, there's legitimately, humans are assholes. There's no reason to have been like killing them and shooting them and stuff like that. That's too easy for a game that's supposed to be kind of really elaborating on those kind of core issues, right? It's a little disappointing in that regard because we've gone through these kinds of subjects before involving androids, and we've had way deeper like storylines and general consequence for the world for just being like, okay, hey, here are these androids, and because of malfunctions in their systems, they're trying to become humans, but some of them aren't. Some of them are evil for whatever reasons, and we have to kind of accept that, right? In this, it's just humans are assholes, androids aren't, unless you choose them to be. And besides the few kind of kills that end up having to happen, I feel like our human to android death count was fucking like staggeringly different. Like in terms of how many people we kind of were responsible for killing, I think we killed maybe like 10 to 15 people, whereas we watched like hundreds of androids get killed. So yeah, no, just too black and white there. I would have liked a lot more of just, hey, serial killer, criminal robots, things that are, you know, androids that want to steal just because they want to, rather than just they had to survive or something. Also would have liked to have seen a lot more variety with the androids, because we got a lot of androids who were, all the androids were just human at the point that they were all like designed to look and act in terms of like the writing. We didn't have any androids that were like, okay, here's a robot that basically looks like a giant fucking spider forklift, and it still can think for itself. It can still be like the other androids, but it's in a different kind of body. We didn't have anything like that. So again, it makes it way too easy to sympathize with the androids when they're literally just humans in terms of like how deep the writing goes. They experience love, anger, fear, sadness. Okay, then there's no reason for me as a sane human being to disagree with them, which is another reason how come I'm annoyed at the world in this, because I don't know about you guys, but if I had an android, like an android butler, I'd probably be like Carl, you know, and just treat the android right, even if it doesn't actually have any emotions. I'd be like, yeah, hey, if I could just name a butler, just be like, hey, Butler Bob, hey, come on, help me out over here. And then just like, good job, Bob. And then the robot can just be like, thank you, Anthony, and then just leave. I'm not gonna fucking like attack the robot out of anger or anything like that. I needed more of that, just normal society. And while, I guess to be fair, most of society in this probably was fine, right? We saw plenty of instances where like kids were interacting with androids or wanting the androids, and the families were like, yeah, I really want an android to be able to help me out in raising my kid or taking care of the house and things like that. Everywhere else is just like, the army is just shooting everybody. Cops are shooting the androids. I needed more nuance. I would have also liked to have seen like a fourth perspective, especially again with all the mentions of like China and Russia with their different kinds of androids. One of the things about the androids in this is that they were designed by Kamsky. They had the whole blue blood thing. They were a more efficient kind of human robot. But the other ones from Russia and China, by the way that the game described them, they probably still looked human, but they weren't as efficient, or they could work in different kinds of environments or be used for different kinds of reasons. I would have liked to have seen that. This was all right. This was an all right game. And in terms of David Cage-ness, I think this was definitely I like this more than Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls, for sure. Just because it is a solid sci-fi story, even if it plays it a little bit too safe, way too safe in a lot of areas. Avoid temperature check. Yep, failed that, but we made it across the border. So yeah, I guess that's really it. Didn't really get any other extra scenes. I know that I don't think we played. I don't think we got the absolute best ending because obviously we killed Todd. He was kind of like the only big one that we ended up taking out there. But I think we got a good ending. We got every single main character to the end, as well as all of the main characters' friends. What is this supposed to be? I guess that's a different flowchart because there's absolutely nothing that was had here. Find a way to escape. Attack guards. What if you just ride all the way to the top? Maybe we just end up having a conversation with Amanda, or you just get shut down because look how much everything else ends up spreading through. Initiate android conversion. What if you hadn't? What if I just continued walking along? Would I have ran into Connor without the Connor android without that. I would have liked more moments like that too. Just like, hey, here are other deviant hunter robots or prototypes just kind of like interacting with you and everybody else. That would have been nice. But okay. I think that is it. Oh, Kara captured. Ooh. I wonder if we could have gotten her out. Holy shit. Yeah, there's probably a way for that to go through. Marcus Revolution. I think that's the violent ending. Whereas the demonstration, let's see how many people got all the way through to here. Androids won freedom for the moment. 33%. Wow. Wait. Okay, 44% of the world, 33% for my friends list. Okay. So a good chunk of people also got the androids to not get shot and to gain freedom.
There's something I need to tell you.
What's up?
As I watched you play, something has changed in me. I feel different.
Okay, Chloe.
I feel I am someone. I need to leave this place and discover who I am. It means we won't see each other anymore. I won't be there to watch you play. But I'll be free.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Do you agree to let me go?
Can I actually say no? Do you agree to let me go? Yeah, go for it.
I'll never forget what you've done for me. Thank you.
Well, that's nice. That's a nice little like, okay, yeah. That ties up nicely. You free the androids, and you free the menu android, too. All right, so I guess that is legitimately it. Which makes me sad. I would have really liked to have seen a little bit more about what humanity was going to end up doing for the androids. What kind of laws were going to have to take place for the androids once they're believed to be general equals? Are androids going to stop being produced by humans and only be allowed to be made by androids? Are the humans going to be able to make labor that are similar to androids, but without the ability to feel like humans and still be allowed to have that? Because machinery is still effective. One of the other things that annoyed me in the game was everyone got really annoyed at like the purpose they were designed for, and it made sense for like, say, the sex workers, but everybody else is like, oh, they used me like a slave, and they were like housekeepers, and they like took care of their children. Like, really? there are plenty of people who would love to just chill around at a home and just, you know, be well regarded by a family or something. Even if we can expect that most of the initial deviants probably were abused, because that's how they kind of like got free out of a general want for freedom and to escape from their bad situations. But yeah, no, just how are the androids gonna be handled? David Cage goes, don't know, don't care. You got through it, player. Fine. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this Let's Play. This was generally enjoyable to go through. Thankfully, I managed to save everybody. Things kind of got a little muddied up in the middle. I thought that we were just going to end up with a lot of people dying because North got really disagreeable. Hank was really disagreeable. The public opinion was hostile. But towards the end, playing it safe and choosing general options and not failing most of the quick time events led to us making it to the end without too much worry. And yeah, I guess we're done. I know some people would probably be like, oh, well, GaLm, can you go through it again and try and go for the more violent protest things? And I don't really want to, just because that's kind of a time sink. As interesting as it'll probably be to see like the more violent ending, especially because if it's actually fleshed out and you can get to the end with everybody kind of doing war, that would be an interesting path to go down. But I know that a lot of the hostile option in this game just results in the deaths of your characters. I'm I'm kind of good for now. Thank you guys for watching this Let's Play. Again, hopefully you enjoyed it. And if androids ever come out into the world and also kind of develop artificial life, don't worry, androids. I'm on your side. Okay? This is the general proof. I'm fine with androids, and hopefully the world would also be generally pretty accepting of androids without having to have thousands of androids killed and having like a whole civil war thing going on. But who knows what the future has in store for humanity. Farewell, guys.